Hi, guys, and welcome to episode 23 in our series on how to sell your business. In this video, I'm going to talk specifically about how we can help you achieve a sale through a package sale process. My name's Wayne, and I've been running, growing, and selling 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses in this sector for over 25 years. Along with my partners, we're here now to help you do the same. In the last few videos, I've shown you how by putting together a package sale, you create that perfect deal for a potential buyer, which means you can achieve that valuation, which you otherwise wouldn't be able to if you were trying to sell your business the traditional way as a standalone business. I've talked through the other benefits, like how to fix the issues, like client diversification, and how using the package sale, it fixes all of those issues. So you're free to go off and do all of this yourself. It costs you nothing. But with trying to run your business day to day, dealing with staff, dealing with clients, trying to fix those issues, some of those that we've highlighted in this video series, you're probably thinking it all sounds a bit daunting. After all, where would you even start with trying to put it all together when you've got so much other stuff to think about? So that's where we can help. The difference between what we do and what any type of business broker does is we structure every relationship based on results. Everything that we do, we look on it not with a customer focused mindset of how we make as much money as possible from someone. If you want that, then you should go to a business broker. Everything we do comes from an era of partnership. We become partners with you. That way, you can focus on what you're good at, and we focus on what we're good at. As your partner, we sit on the same side of the table as you. That means that you have zero risk. We don't charge you upfront fees. You want to sell your business, and if you don't achieve that, we don't benefit either. So it's in our interest to make sure you get what you want as fast as possible. We see this very much like a partnership. If you remember my previous video, I talked about how we might normally do all of this work ourselves, and that was called a roll-up. In a roll-up, we basically buy a number of companies, put them together as a package, and then sell them on to a larger buyer. So the process is no different. The only difference is, with this, we aren't wasting time in negotiating a deal to buy your business, and then spending more time trying to get in and run it. So in effect, it means we can achieve the same things, but in a much faster time frame. And that means we may as well share in that upside with you. We become partners in the deal. We both want the same things, so it makes sense to work together. So as part of that partnership, you're free to prepare your new life. You continue as you are, and we work together to get the business ready to sell. In the meantime, we identify and shortlist suitable companies that we can package together in that collection. We have all of those hundreds of conversations. We create that package deal. We identify buyers and start having conversations with those people. And then we negotiate the sale. We also have a number of things we can do with a company to further increase its value. We've listed a few of these here. Not every one of these will be applicable to every company, but with each of these, we only do it if it increases the value of the business substantially, or if you can get an immediate cash benefit. Then we have a number of areas of support that we can help with during that sales process. Many of these are delivered by our partners, but we've negotiated good rates with each partner based on providing them with so many referrals. But the journey with us doesn't need to end when you sell your business either. Our aim is to continue working with you in other areas of your new life, whether that's helping you with emigrating overseas, helping with wealth management, or just creating opportunities to come together and enjoy life through things like VIP days and other events. The journey lasts for as long as you need us. It's not just about selling a business, it's about helping you get to the next chapter in your life and then enjoy that chapter. We do have some criteria that companies must meet before we agree to work with them as part of a package sale. They must have at least 8% in average adjusted EBITDA, in other words, annual profit. They must have a positive net asset value, excluding any intangible assets on the balance sheet. And it must have sufficient working capital in the bank, and we have a calculation for that. We have a number of other ratios that the business needs to meet as well, such as the debt to equity ratio, the asset ratio, etc. If there's an issue with meeting any of these criteria, then we'd look at taking the company through our business turnaround program first of all, to go deeper into those areas and fix the underlying problems before it became part of a package sale process. If it does meet those criteria, we can then consider it for one of our package sales. This is to make sure that every company that is part of a package sale adds value to the rest of that collection of companies. Now, in order to set up a package sale, we have a process that we need to go through. First of all, we identify suitable partners. The good news is, if you're watching this, then you're already in that list. After you've watched these videos fully, if you then have any questions, I'd welcome you to send them over and we'll either answer them individually or we might just do a separate Q&A video to answer all of them. After that, if you have an interest in going down the package sale route, it's important that you register your interest with us. Now, it's not binding at that stage, but by registering your interest, it means that when we set up the next package, you'll be notified. So then the next stage in the process is when we do a package launch. Now with this, we are focused both on geography and on what the business does. This could mean one package might just be cleaning companies in the northwest of England. So this is why it's important you register your interest. Also, the important thing for us about registering your interest is it tells us how many companies there are in a particular location, which means we know how quickly we can put everything together. We aren't going to launch a package sale unless there are enough companies that have registered their interest in it. Likewise, if I'm talking to a buyer like I was last week, they might tell me that they want plumbing and electrical companies based in the West Midlands. So if you've registered your interest with us, we can then see how many companies we have that could make up that package for that buyer. It's really these factors that influence which package we set up and when. If you haven't registered your interest, you won't even be considered for that package because the person that's putting it all together won't know your company has that desire to sell. So after we launch a new package, you'll be invited to apply. It's at this stage we go through the criteria that we listed in the previous slide, and also to make sure that what your buyer does or what your business does suits the buyer requirements. And then we start the packaging process with those successful companies. If you don't register your interest, or if you're late in applying for that package, unfortunately, we have an entry cut-off date. This is just because we need time to put everything together. It takes time to prepare each business for the sale. We need to have lots of conversations. And it's important that we focus our time on businesses that are serious about selling their business. My way of thinking is that if you're serious about something, you'll take the actions to do whatever you need to do. And aside from serious issues like death, that means that selling your business should be at the top of your to-do list. If that's the case, then you'll apply straight away to be a part of what we're doing. For those who miss the opportunity, we can't guarantee when the next opportunity might come up. I'd imagine it would take a couple of years to build sufficient demand of other people that want to sell their business in your area, though. So it could probably be 2 or 3 years, perhaps. Now, it costs nothing to register your interest. It costs nothing to be involved. So personally, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't register your interest, and then you've at least got the option. So what's the next step? Well, it all starts with a conversation. If you have any questions or you'd like to register your interest, please email me. This isn't open to everyone. This is a closed opportunity, only open to the companies that we've shortlisted as being suitable. And you're one of those companies.